prime equity. It is a thing that is floating on these YouTube spaces. The one thing that's in Shedeur Sanders' contract, the one thing that's sparking interest all around these YouTube spaces, and people want to know what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is.
Shedeur Sanders just flipped the NFL script again. But this time, it's not about touchdowns. It's about chicken. Word on the street is there's a top secret prime equity clause in his contract tied to, wait for it, KFC buckets. Did Deion sneak in a lifetime supply of wings? Is the playbook now printed on biscuit wrappers? You're not ready for this finger-licking madness. Stick around, because this story is spicier than Nashville hot. Let's dive in before the grease settles.
Sanders' contract, language in the contract is something that everybody should applaud. Even if you don't like Shedeur Sanders, the fact that your mans, bro, had it written in there to get certain leverage and percentages in that contract was what changed the game from here on and on out, bro. It's sad guys like Shedeur Stewart is not even signed up yet, but here's what Shedeur did. The equity and value that he gets per merchandise sales, we know Shedeur Sanders is his own.
Shedeur Sanders just pulled the kind of move that makes NFL execs spill their kale smoothies in horror. In a league where some players are still negotiating over parking spots and snack tables, Shedeur is out here allegedly sliding a prime equity clause into his rookie contract. And not just any equity. We're talking chicken equity, KFC, buckets, fried gold. The Colonel himself probably didn't see this coming.
Prime equity, what is it? What is that thing that sparked everyone's interest in Shedeur Sanders and Shedeur Sanders' contract? If you look at it and you think about it, that prime equity thing, it would be a monster change when it comes to NFL contracts. But it's only one thing. You have to be that man. You got to be able to have that star power, that following.
Now, let's be honest. Most rookies walk into the NFL begging for playtime and praying not to get their helmets turned sideways in preseason. Shedeur, he strolled in like he owned the place, because apparently he might. Not the team. No, that's too small. He might own a piece of the chicken empire that fuels tailgates and cheat days across America. The same guy who throws bombs on the field could now be dropping secret spices in boardrooms.
The Browns have no guy that's 100% certain at quarterback. None of these four guys. Joe's old. Kenny Pickett's has sucked, in my opinion. And the other two guys haven't played. So if the Browns don't give an equal opportunity to all of them, that's a huge mistake.
I agree.
I'm not ready to say they won't just because Shedeur didn't get the opportunity in the mini camps. I think it would be criminal. I'm with you. If he doesn't get a legit opportunity to compete and potentially win this job. The idea, I also agree with you, the idea of handing the job to Joe Flacco or...
So how exactly did we get from QB1 to potential chicken czar? Well, first of all, this is Shedeur Sanders we're talking about. The man is genetically engineered for headline dominance. His father is Deion Sanders, which is kind of like being born with a platinum business card and a live ESPN contract in your crib. Primetime didn't just raise a football player, he built a brand, a CEO with cleats, and Shedeur clearly took notes between Hail Marys.
Even with this YouTube stuff, you have to know how to brand yourself, bro. Shedeur knew his intellectual properties. He knew situations like his rights as an NFL talent that's valued in life itself higher than his counterparts, higher than teammates. I don't want to hear about the first pick. Shedeur value is incredibly high, even though Travis Hunter is high value as well, because you ain't seen no creature like Travis Hunter. I'm a creature too, we're God's creatures. I'm trying to say he's an unbelievable creature, Travis Hunter, but Shedeur carries a certain je ne sais quoi that a lot of players don't even have, bro.
While other rookies are out here fumbling their social media logins and doing awkward dance videos for endorsements that pay in free protein powder, Shedeur is allegedly negotiating equity in KFC. That's not NIL money. That's not even influencer money. That's generational, crispy-crusted, secret recipe money. Think about that for a second. A rookie quarterback may have pulled off a move that makes Shark Tank deals look like lemonade stands. But let's back up a bit to the draft moment, when the Cleveland Browns shocked the world by not tripping over themselves. For once. That was just the warm-up. The real show began when whispers started leaking. Hushed NFL rumors, cryptic tweets, and sideline chatter that something unusual was buried deep in Shedeur's contract. Something crispy, something seasoned, something involving buckets. And we're not talking about basketball. Here comes the alleged prime equity clause, and oh, what a clause it is.
Shedeur Sanders is going to be one of the richest quarterbacks ever. Prime equity. I want you guys to understand that word, prime equity. Yesterday I did a video about him receiving $14 million in commission from $250 million earned from his jersey sale. A lot of y'all said, Cap, that's a lie. When Shedeur signed his deal with the Browns, which was $4.6 million, there was a clause in his contract that was called prime.
Some insiders are claiming that Shedeur's deal includes a marketing partnership involving partial brand equity in none other than Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yes, you read that right. The guy who just signed on to rescue Cleveland might also be planning to rescue the American fast food industry, one drumstick at a time. And it doesn't sound all that far-fetched when you consider the breadcrumbs, pun fully intended. Shedeur's Instagram feed recently featured him wearing white and red. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe that was a subliminal nod to the Colonel. He also dropped a story featuring the chicken leg emoji paired with a money bag and the caption, "Buckets on buckets." Okay, that might just be lunchtime. So if Shedeur has the chance to bypass the boring old endorsement route and go straight for equity, why wouldn't he? He's not here to play checkers. He's not even here to play chess. He's inventing a whole new board game where the winner gets stock options and dipping sauce.
A lot of the draft evaluators are stupid. Show me a quarterback who's not arrogant. You ever sit with a guy who's going to be a star quarterback? Most of them are arrogant. Most of them have a lot of belief in what they do. He's incredibly accurate. Yes, he is. He really understands not only offensive football, but he understands what you're doing as a defense. So he'll pick you apart that way. He processes quickly. Like, all those things to me are big-time attributes. And I just remember last year at this time, Bo Nix falling. People saying, hey, Bo Nix is going to be a second-rounder, and Bo Nix is not. By the way, that guy was one of the best quarterbacks in this rookie class last year, so I don't worry about what the evaluators say about Shedeur Sanders. I think.
And let's talk about the playbook for this kind of move. In the traditional NFL world, contracts are about base salary, bonuses, and maybe a vague promise of a car dealership commercial. But Shedeur's model? He wants fries with that. Big fries. Lifetime shareholder type fries. This is the same energy LeBron brought with Blaze Pizza or Brady with TB12. But this is fast food meets fast throws, and it's hilariously brilliant. Imagine the campaign. Shedeur's game day bucket. Extra crispy on the outside, cool under pressure on the inside. It's the only combo meal that comes with 2 touchdowns and a biscuit. Buy a 10-piece and get a play named after you. Forget Madden ratings. We're talking calorie counts. The Browns may not have won a Super Bowl, but if you show up to training camp with fried chicken equity, athlete business empires, and quarterback moonwalks into billionaire status, would anyone really be surprised? Shedeur's already built for the spotlight. This is just the part where he adds gravy.
I'm the originator and creator of Prime Equity Clause. I need it documented, and y'all gonna be my witness. I gotta control the narrative of what Prime Equity is, because the AIs and these people that using it, they don't even know. They don't even know what it is, exactly what it is, and how it's supposed to use, because they not the originator, they not the creator. Now, a lot of these AIs and a lot of these people been talking about Prime Equity the wrong way. It is not a real clause, and it's not in Shedeur's contract yet. Notice I said yet. And Deion did not create this.
But don't think everyone's clapping from the sidelines. Oh no. You can hear the purists losing their minds already. The old school commentators are probably wiping barbecue sauce off their lapels, screaming, "Back in my day, quarterbacks didn't come with a combo deal." Yeah, well, back in your day, they also couldn't monetize their TikToks or get paid in biscuits. So have a seat and pass the coleslaw. Because here's the thing, the game has changed. Today's top athletes aren't just players, they're platforms, they're brands, they're CEOs with cleats. Shedeur's contract, if the rumors are true, is a case study in evolution. It's not about endorsements anymore. It's about ownership, influence, leveraging fame before your first snap to secure a future that extends well beyond the end zone. And the Browns? Oh, they should be thanking every chicken-loving deity out there. Not only did they finally land a quarterback with accuracy, vision, and charisma, but they might also get a marketing explosion on the side. Imagine the stadium. KFC buckets raining from the sky after every touchdown. Hi, I'm the top cornerback in the nation, and here's my partnership proposal with Red Lobster. Chaos. Delicious, profitable chaos.
This clause ties into brand legacy and financial future to his on-the-field performance, allowing him to potentially benefit from the value he brings beyond just playing football. It could include things like revenue from merchandise, endorsements, and media appearances. So this means because he came into the NFL already a brand, the NFL has to cut him a piece in order to access that. So y'all thought they were just trying to teach him a lesson because of his ego. It was because he was a brilliant businessman.
And don't think KFC isn't in on the game. If they were smart, they'd already have a Shedeur sauce in development, slightly spicy with bold flavor and unstoppable swagger. Limited edition buckets with Shedeur's face. A digital coupon that unlocks after every passing touchdown. The man could turn 2-piece meals into 2-minute drills. Of course, you have the skeptics. He hasn't even played a snap crowd. And sure, technically true, but that's missing the entire point. Shedeur isn't just playing football, he's playing capitalism on all Madden mode. Whether he throws 300 yards or 3 interceptions, the guy is already winning where it counts. Influence, brand power, and potentially poultry profits. And let's not ignore the cultural ripple effects. You think kids grew up pretending to be Tom Brady? Wait until they start pretending to be Shedeur Sanders while launching imaginary product lines. Not just football dynasties, but future moguls. Shedeur didn't just inherit his dad's name. He inherited the hustle, the vision, and apparently a lifetime supply of mashed potatoes.
The Browns, I would sit him down and say, Shedeur, here's the answers to the test. You have 1 season to prove to us that you're the quarterback of the future. We have 2 first-round picks next year. Go play well so we don't have to draft a quarterback. I think he's a better prospect than Dylan Gabriel. I would trade Kenny Pickett.
Mike T, how much pressure is that on a 5th rounder? Though?
Yeah, why should he only have 1 season when other
because you have 2 first-round picks.
Leash?
Because Molly, they have 2 first-round picks. Next year's draft is loaded with quarterbacks. So to me, your best chance to start is right now.
Got you.
And
that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a sense of urgency that, look, next year, Jacksonville, if they don't make the playoffs, that could be a high pick. And we know that, again, there's probably at least 4, maybe 5 guys in
the marketing team didn't just fumble into gold. They built an entire KFC end zone and let Shedeur spike a biscuit in it. Shedeur's game day bucket is already trending harder than half the Browns' offensive plays last season. Imagine a spicy wing bucket with a gold chain wrapped around it, his face on the side, and a QR code leading to his latest highlights. You're not just eating fried chicken, you're eating swagger. And just when you think it couldn't get more absurdly brilliant, here comes the limited edition prime sauce. Deion probably mixed it himself in a golden chalice. Spicy, sweet, and probably capable of winning a Heisman. Every bite comes with a boost in confidence and maybe even a complimentary pair of sunglasses. Because what's a meal without a little shade? But wait, cue dramatic NFL Films voice, the 2-minute drill meal deal, the fastest combo in the league. Fans recreating Shedeur's touchdown poses with chicken buckets? Double check. Browns fans who once buried their jerseys in the backyard are now proudly rocking Sauced Up Sundays merch with Shedeur's signature smirk on it. It's like a cult, but with extra crispy thighs.
You know, part of me did maybe feel like, okay, he might have bombed his interviews and stuff, but it really just comes down to the simple fact that people were kind of just hating on Shedeur, man. Everyone was mad about his confidence. Everyone was mad about the way he's acting. A guy that never got in trouble, was never in the headlines for the wrong reasons. You guys were just mad at the confidence he displayed while on the football field, confidence he displayed as a person. He's a quarterback. He's now an NFL quarterback. You have to act like that. You can't be a humble dude, respectfully. And looking at it now, there really isn't too much that I'm buying into anymore. He's going to be the Browns starting quarterback at some point during this season. He might very well be the Browns starting quarterback week 1. We're going to see as time goes on, but yeah, no, I'm not buying into any of these narratives that were portrayed about Shedeur Sanders because they all, to me, seem like they were fabricated and just flat out false.
Suddenly, the Browns aren't just the NFL's long-running punchline. They're cultural juggernauts. One viral tweet from Shedeur holding a bucket and throwing a no-look pass has more reach than some teams' entire PR budgets. The brand went from, "Please don't embarrass us," to "Buy our QB's combo meal at a drive-thru near you." But of course, cue the NFL culture clash. Here come the old heads, clutching their pearls like someone insulted Vince Lombardi's meatloaf recipe. "This isn't football," they cry. "This is fried capitalism," as they furiously type on Facebook between bites of their own secret KFC orders. They miss the leather helmet days when men tackled each other for $12 and a pack of gum. This isn't a sideshow, it's a full-blown blueprint. Shedeur just reinvented what it means to be a rookie in the NFL. Who cares about stats when you've got style, equity, and a media empire wrapped in wax paper? His deal isn't just historic, it's instructive. NIL wasn't a phase, it was the preview. And Shedeur's the first to fully step into a world where branding isn't the bonus, it's the main course.
Yeah, homie. Thank you. Appreciate it, bro. You're gonna save the city. You're saving Cleveland. We love you. Hey, turn that up, turn that up. You good?
I'm good, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm okay. Just came to see you today. See you looking icy.
Yeah,
I got you on Instagram.
I like that perfume.
You love it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you want? People holding up my line in here. You know.
Call it Deion Legacy 2.0. Prime built the runway, and Shedeur's taking off with a tray of tenders. The old guard might not like it, but they'll have to get used to it. Because soon, rookie deals won't be about signing bonuses. They'll come with merch lines, sauces, maybe even a toy in the box. And if you think this stops at KFC, think again. Taco Bell equity, Shedeur's Crunch Wrap cadence, Popeye's QB sneak combo, maybe a wing sneaker collab with Nike where each pair smells like barbecue and comes with dipping sauce storage? At this rate, anything is possible. So yeah, you can call it crazy, a giant troll job to throw fans and insiders into a frenzy. Well, even then, mission accomplished, because now everyone's talking. Shedeur's name is in every group chat, on every sports site, and possibly on every KFC box from Ohio to Omaha. Whether or not this clause is real, the buzz is. And buzz turns into power faster than you can say extra crispy.
Shedeur Sanders is going to be one of the richest quarterbacks ever. Prime equity. I want you guys to understand that word, prime equity. Yesterday I did a video about him receiving $14 million in commission from $250 million earned from his jersey sale. A lot of y'all said, Cap, that's a lie. When Shedeur signed his deal with the Browns, which was $4.6 million, there was a clause in his contract that was called prime equity. This clause ties in.
But let's live in fantasy just a little longer. Imagine a world where NFL players don't just sign shoe deals. They co-own beverage companies, launch energy bars, and yes, hold stock in fried chicken empires. It's not just endorsement, it's evolution. The athlete of the future doesn't wait until retirement to build wealth. He starts during rookie minicamp, possibly while wearing a bib and holding a chicken wing. Shedeur Sanders didn't come to the NFL to fit in. He came to flip the script, stack the bucket, and maybe rewrite what it means to be a football star in the 21st century. Whether it's touchdown passes or corporate boardrooms, this man is calling audibles that echo far beyond the stadium. So the next time someone tells you Shedeur Sanders is just another rookie, remind them, this rookie might already be eating stock options for breakfast and dinner with a side of mac and cheese.